This video is just going to be me playing this while talking. It's just kind of to practice talking to myself. There might be comments about not talking during the Spider-Man series, which is, a given. I was hoping it wouldn't be a problem because when I don't talk, it's because there's no one in chat to talk to or answer, and I'm not really that good at talking to myself. Something I need to work on, and something that will be, valuable because I do want to make YouTube my career when I'm older. Like, I want to make it my job because I enjoy YouTube, and it's all I've ever considered as a job, which may be a bit stupid, but it's me. And also, Spider-Man series not doing as well as I hoped, but that's okay. I'm doing it because it's something I enjoy playing, and I'm documenting it for myself. Um, Want to give a quick shout out to Need Me Some Bros or Slipping Jimmy, as he is called in the um the stream chat. He's he's been looking out for me with the Utah guy. I didn't want to speak up against him myself because exclusively the way he spoke, I thought he was a lot younger than he actually is, and you know I just don't want to upset viewers. But honestly, I need to cop the fuck on because it's just something I need to get over. If I'm losing subscribers for upholding my morals and doing what I believe is right, obviously within the reason. Like if I'm in the wrong, I completely understand that is a different situation. But I appreciate you for standing up for me, Jimmy. If you watch this, um, it was greatly appreciated. Ben pointed it out to me, so shout out to him too. But yeah, I really appreciate it because I really wasn't going to speak up to him. Um, I'll see how he's acting within the rest of everything, but he probably should be grand now, since someone's actually said something to him. Because realistically, he hasn't been that bad when he has been called out. But anyways, I appreciate you for that, dude. But basically, in this video, I'm just going to be fighting people. It's probably going to be cinematic as um fights, obviously without audio because I'm talking. I might turn it back up a tiny bit, but probably not. But anyone that tunes in, thank you. This video is going to be a bit weirder because it's half an experiment, half an actual video. We'll find out, to be honest. But yeah, Spider-Man series hasn't been performing as good as I wanted it to, but that's all right. As I said, performance is not the main goal. It is just a good thing to have alongside it. Obviously, that is subject to change. Okay, just got teamed on. Nice. But regardless, I'm going to keep at it and finish it, and then I'm going to do some more filler posts, by which I mean I'm going to do some experimenting, like, rather than just posting whatever. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more research done, so I'm just going to be bettering the content, and, that's everything with it. This video isn't going to be titled an update or anything, because this is just stuff I wanted to talk about, but not give its own video. I'll be talking about the gameplay behind this too, depending on how long I make it. That's like really still going to be found out. But we'll find out about that anyways. But just playing Vegeta because he's one of the characters I realized I underappreciated when watching Dragon Ball. He's really as I got older, I suppose, everyone sees Goku. Like even if you haven't watched Dragon Ball, you know who Goku is. He's a good guy, Vegeta bad guy that becomes a hero. And I've started to notice as I got older that Vegeta's not really a bad guy. He's just closer to a real person than Goku is. Goku's like this righteous dude, and as much as I want to say I am very righteous, I'd say I'm closer to Vegeta than anything because as humans, we're just inherently prideful, and there's nothing wrong with that. Being proud of yourself is not a bad thing, unless, you take it too far. But obviously, that's not going to apply to the average person. But Vegeta's just the most relatable character in my opinion, and I've started to like him a lot more. But to be honest, my favorite character in all of Dragon Ball is Teen Gohan, just because I always thought he was one of the coolest. And I like how I kind of strive to be like him, where he's strong and he can fight and he can win, like, if he needs to. But it's not something he goes looking for. He's more of a pacifist, which is a really good way to be, because violence is just a bit. It's one of the bigger problems in our world. Like, you've seen what violence can do. Humans, like, under no one's command, can do terrible, terrible things. But there's obviously good people too who will do amazing things. But Vegeta is just like, he's very representative of the average person in day-to-day human life, as opposed to Goku, who, well, yeah, he is sort of relatable to some people. No one's really that righteous, and that's not me making a dig at society as a whole. It is just a realistic general statement. No one is going to be as righteous and good as Goku. There is no pure people, and that sucks, but like that's how humans work. No one is going to be fully pure, and that's okay. The thing about being human is that you're able to change, and you can just have to be the best person you can be. And I know I kind of got a bit philosophical, but I just really think Vegeta kind of envisions how I believe humans should um should be. You know, he was a bit of a dick at the start when we first meet him, but as like throughout the story, you see him become a better and better person. Like, obviously he has his moments where it's kind of like, what the fuck, Vegeta? But that's pride, and you see him get over it in specifically in the Buu saga, where you see him like get over his just pure aversion to Patara when the sake of the world is at hand, and literally admitting Goku, who his pride was fucking ruined by, is stronger than him, and understanding it's because he has people to protect, right? And throughout Super, he tries to pay for his crimes to the Namekians, which he has no, like, obviously he did that, but realistically, I think they forgot about that. But him risking his life to save that young Namekian was really a kind of stand-up moment from Vegeta that I really thought kind of embodied what his character has become, and embodied the person Vegeta as a whole has become. And I'm very, I'd like to say I'm a very justice person, I suppose. I just have a really strong sense of justice. I don't know why. It's just the way I have been, probably because I read Spider-Man a lot as a kid. Or didn't read, but like I watched a lot of Spider-Man. And like, obviously you're going to have terrible people, but the best thing about being human is the ability to become a better person and change over time. And Vegeta, while a lot of people hate him because he's not Goku, embodies how I believe and how most people realistically think of being a human. This guy's running so far, bro. But yeah, he's really underappreciated, I like to believe. And I like how Super has really developed his character a lot more. Like, Z did develop his character, but there's a lot more development in Super that adds on to the development in Z, and just always thought of him as a cool character. And Gohan is always going to be my top favorite, because just Teen Gohan specifically, he was never one to enjoy fighting, but he would obviously, there was a bit with the Saiyan blood where he got cocky fighting Cell, but he made up for it, and he when he had no he had no need to, he still saved Vegeta, who beat him up as a kid, traumatized him on Namek. That's a bug, by the way, there. He still saved him, which is, how I strive to be. I don't hold grudges because it's just waste of time for anyone, really. And to be honest, just being a pacifist, but being strong enough to fight and protect the people you care about and just people in general is always something that I will want to be able to do. You know, it's one of my main motivations at the moment to do the stuff I do in real life. which I won't disclose here because that has its own separate thing. But yeah, Gohan's always going to be my favorite character, but Vegeta, I'm starting to appreciate him more. I might have kind of lost track of what I was on about midway there, but like, you'll understand, you know? And there is my life gone. But be my favorite, specifically Teen Gohan. I really don't like how after the Cell Saga, I kind of just becomes weak because yeah, he always wanted to be a scholar, but it just feels like he never learned his lesson from the Cell Saga because he saw that like, oh, we're always weak compared to the newer bad guy, like we should probably, keep training. And it just feels like all that development was thrown out the window for the sake of just writing Gohan weak again. W, bro. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions. And as I said, please give me some topics to talk about during the Spider-Man playthrough. Today's going to be a double upload. I'm assuming I'll post this on the Thursday. But yeah, that's about it. The video talking about Go. Talk about, I'm not going to be talking about. Gogeta is one of my favorite characters in loved him in the Super Broly movie. It's a kind of refreshing character. Goku's like all about fighting because of his Saiyan blood and just how much he enjoys it. Vegeta's kind of the same. Whereas, Gogeta himself, he cares more about life because I think he understands how precious it is because of how short his life is because he's only alive 30 minutes at a time. And he's always happy to not kill the person he's fighting, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Because trying to better the person, like in Janemba, that's just cool. Also, I just love his character design. I've always found he was a lot cooler in my eyes than Vegeta was, and also just I prefer him as a fusion because I was introduced to him properly first, and I like how arrogant he can be and kind of full of himself, I suppose. Like, obviously, yeah, you're like the two strongest warriors in the universe at a given time. Like, probably the strongest being there is. But I just feel like, you should be more humble. And it just, you know, you should just do what you can and be more efficient than just being a cocky asshole and, like, nearly messing everything up. Because realistically, they could have killed Boo. And yeah, the people inside would have died. But there could have been a way without, stalling for so long that they defuse. Obviously, they were always going to defuse, but it was also a time limit, and you saw that again in the Goku Black arc. The problem with Vegito as a whole over exaggerates how strong he is and just overdoes everything, which is like obviously he has the power to back it up, but like even in Goku Black Saga, he should have just went all out straight away for the entire time, right? He shouldn't have done any of the stalling in the games he did because he realistically could have beat Goku Black. And that's just my opinion. It probably could be a cooked take. Probably is a cooked take, but that's about it. Um, I might end the video off here because there's not much else to talk about. And I'm assuming it's over. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching this if you did, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.